I wanted it. You've got to want it in life. There's kids that are really privileged. Uh, they get stuff handed to them on a silver platter, but they still got to go out and work for their American dream. You can be the poorest of poorest or the richest of the richest. What is your American dream to you? Just because you're rich doesn't mean life is easier for you. Just because you're poor doesn't mean life is harder for you. You just got to go out and want to be succeeded. And yeah, I think you can. My American dream is very achievable. It's very achievable for me. But my American dream is done. I've got my American dream. Now my American dream is what goes on for my kids and can they be successful?
I think the American dream is the ability to make money and become successful no matter where you come from or who you're born to.
Like, society makes us believe that our goal in life is to be rich and everything, but I think our goal in life is just to be happy wherever you are.
Do you think the American dream is still alive, and why?
I do. There's a reason we have such an immigration fight in this country right now because everybody wants to come here. And I think that's a great thing. I think, because of the opportunities here, there's a great line in a movie called Good Will Hunting that for $1.50 in late fees at a library, you can have everything you want to have on education or where you need to go. You just have to want to work for it. The American dream is really attainable. You have to want to sacrifice to get there. I grew up dirt poor. There sometimes we didn't have heat, or sometimes we didn't have a phone, or we had to move from house to house. But my determination was, I'm going to be different. I'm going to fight my way through it. I fought my way to get a high school education. Then I went to college. It was hard. But you know what? If you want something bad enough, you'll fight for it, and you won't let anybody else dictate how you get there.
Achieve your own American dream? Yeah, I think so. I'd like to think I'm contributing to society and doing what I enjoy.
My definition of the American dream is that you can achieve anything you want as long as you have the motivation for it.
I'm not saying that the younger people or the older people have an advantage. I think if anybody pays attention to learning from others or watching people fail or succeed, taking that advice and figuring out how to use that to make it part of their success.
Can you achieve your own American dream?
I'm trying. Yeah.
But my definition is hard work, determination, having a life where you're smiling every day, enjoying who you are. You don't have to have all the money in the world. You don't have to have all the possessions in the world, but you have to have the love of family. That's what the American dream is to me. My goal was never to be the richest person in the world. My goal was to have a good job, be able to provide a good life for my family, be able to take vacations, be able to put a roof over their head, food on the table, put them into the right education, and go to sleep every night with a smile on my head, knowing that I've done everything I can to make them be good people and provide them with a nice living that they can succeed in what their American dream is. My American dream is making sure my kids can achieve what they want to achieve in life.
The of the American dream is being able to do whatever you want because everything is possible.
Do you think the American dream is still alive today, and why?
I think it's still alive because everyone is achieving their dreams.
What is your definition of the American dream?
My definition of the American dream is achieving a goal that you set for yourself, that you work hard for, and having a family.
I think the American dream is just working hard to achieve the goals that you set out for yourself, and in America you can do that.
Do you think the American dream is still alive, and why?
I absolutely think the American dream is still alive because my family is living the American dream. My dad and his family immigrated here from Mexico. He just became a citizen a couple years ago, and they worked really hard to make something of themselves. They started out, working the fields, and they moved on from that, and they were successful, and all went on to raise families, and I think that they're living proof that the American dream exists.
I think the American dream is very much so alive. My grandfather worked very hard his entire life. He was a machinist his entire life and bought lots of properties and supported me and my brother while still working when I was very young. So absolutely still alive.
Can you achieve your own American dream, and why?
Yeah, you can achieve your own American dream. It's just all about how much work you're willing to put into it and about how much effort you're willing to expel and how much you're willing to tell the people who tell you no that they're wrong and you can do it.
Absolutely. I'm actually working to try to get my own contractor's license so I can start my own business and hopefully become very successful.
Do you think society has a play in people's American dreams, and why?
Yeah, I think that society has a play in people's American dreams because, like, especially as far as education goes, a lot of times you're taught that you can't do something or that the odds are really low of you achieving a certain goal and that, you know, certain demographics are victims. And I think that that can deter people from reaching for their American dream. And, you know, if society tells you to go to college, you feel like you have to, or if it tells you to, you know, go into trade, you feel like you have to do that. So those all factor into, you know, how you go about achieving your American dream.
Yeah, I believe that there is always going to be people out there that are going to look to tear you down when you're trying to better yourself and try to improve upon your life. That goes for everybody. There's always someone out there trying to bring you down when you're trying to rise.
Do you think that younger people have a better chance of achieving the American dream as opposed to older people?
I don't think that age plays any role in whether or not you can achieve your American dream. I think you can achieve your American dream at any age. I think that some people's paths in life take longer than others, and it's not about, you know, what kind of education you've got or how we teach things different now versus way back when. It's about the amount of effort you're willing to put into that dream to achieve it.
Absolutely not. I think you can achieve your dream at any age. Colonel Sanders was in his 50s when he started the KFC franchise. So,
do you think your American dream is achievable now after thinking about it?
Yeah, I think my American dream is achievable. I went to the University of Alabama. I didn't do so well. Then I started taking classes at my community college, and I just got readmitted to the University of Alabama, and I'm just working towards my American dream every day. It's about how much I'm willing to put into it and how much I'm willing to keep pursuing even when things don't go right the first time around.
keep working on it, and you know, you just have to chip away at it one day at a time, and just work hard and
not give up.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Of course, everyone's American dream is a little bit different, but like the main goal of making money and being happy is the same thing. So, yeah, I think I can achieve my own.
I believe that the American dream is no matter where you were born, no matter what race you were born into, that you can achieve whatever.
Do you think younger people have a better chance of achieving their American dream opposed to older people?
No, I do not.
Why?
I think, one, everybody expects you to go to college now. Why I think higher education is very important in life. I don't think just college is complete higher education. You can go to trades. We have a lack of truck drivers in this country. We have a lack of, diesel mechanics in this world right now, and those are very good, high-paying jobs that society now says those aren't the right jobs for you. Everybody believes they have to go to college. I don't think that's completely true. Now, did I go to college? Yes. But you know what? I'm in sales, and I didn't need to go to college for what I do. It just naturally comes to me. But yeah, I do think it's harder for this group of kids, not because it's unattainable, but because society tells them that the jobs of the past, the good blue collar jobs that pay well and provide you with a great family life, kids are sitting out saying, you got to go to college, and now these kids are going to college and coming out with, $200,000-300,000 in college debt, depending on what they're doing. They're always going to live in debt, and schools don't teach them how to manage their money anymore like they used to in the olden days.
I think society definitely has a play in people's American dreams because certain cultures will encourage you to do something just to make money. And
What is your definition of the American dream?
Good life, good family, good home, all happy.
I think younger people do have a better chance at achieving the American dream because they have more time to accomplish their goals, and they're also, like, people born today have their phones and computers, and they grow up with them and they know how to use them, and that will really put you at an advantage over people who never got to use those. So I think it's easier now today.
Can you achieve your own American dream?
I have achieved my own American dream. I am very happy with who I am. I'm very happy with who my family is. We've got a good life. Are we perfect? No, nobody's ever going to be perfect. And if you think you're going to be perfect, but my goal of American dream is, I think if you do 80% of what you want out of life, you're going to be happy. You're never going to hit, a 90, 95, 100%. But if you get 80% of what you want, that's a good American dream. There's always going to be pitfalls and tribulations, and there's going to be highs and lows. But you know what? You ride it like a roller coaster and you have fun with it. But yeah, I think my American dream has definitely come true for me.
Society tells people what they want, like what they should be and how they should act, and sometimes that throws people into a bigger pit than they're already in.
I think it's achievable as long as I have the motivation for it and I have the idea.
Do you think that society has a play in people's American dream, and why?
I don't think so because I don't think it really matters if you want to go with the trend or anything. As long as you have the dream, you can still fulfill it.
Yeah, my American dream is definitely achievable. I have a couple goals that I want to reach, and I have a clear pathway that I can use to get there, and I'm just looking forward to it. So yeah.
I mean, the older people can teach the little kids more and tell them about their experiences, and the little kids can learn from their experiences and do better.
I think the American dream is still alive because I've seen a lot of people still use it, like in school.
Do I think that the American dream is still alive, and why? Yes, because I see people starting new businesses or starting a new career.
Do you say your American dream is achievable now, after you think about it?
Yeah, because I'm in a good school, and then I'm going to go to college, and I think it's going to be fine. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to get a good job. Hopefully, I have to try hard.
I think society does have a play in it because providing opportunities for you, education-wise, or even financially, having the backing or the community support. I think that does play a role in the success of your American dream.
I think the American dream is still alive because nothing in our laws or society or constitution has changed to actually affect that. Other things have changed, of course, but I think that goal still remains.
To do, and my American dream was to be, a naturalist and a mom, and to have a family that I would like to see participating in their community and things like that. So
The American dream is still alive.
Somewhat, because life is not perfect. Everyone is human. People get mad at other people if they're not getting the right income or whatever, but we're only human, and the American dream is something that's supposed to be perfect. So I would say it's here because we do have rights, we're trying to be equal, everything like that. But it's not going to be absolutely perfect.
Do you think the American dream is still alive and why?
No, it's dead. Like, it gone. Is people are poor and like they don't have good homes. There's a lot of people living on the streets. It's really hard to get a good education and a good job.
Do you think society has a play in people's American dreams?
I do. I think society right now is a me only society, whereas the greatest generation are the baby boomers. They worked hard. They put a lot of investment into their families. They gave themselves, and John F. Kennedy said it best. Don't ask what you can do for your country. Don't ask your country what it can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. And that means, what can you do to make yourself better? What can you make people do? The society right now it's all about me. It's all about this. It's all about that. Everybody has, social media is a great avenue to keep in touch with people, but it also drives people insane because it makes people want to do something or need to do something instead of, just being a tool to help you advance. Now kids feel they have to be, part of the social media extravaganza, or, this is the way I should be living. The Kim Kardashian fad, it makes me sick, thinking the kids think I have to look this certain way or I have to do this certain way. You know what? If you go out and you're a confident, young person, and you don't let social media drive you, but yes, unfortunately, I think social media hinders kids from making the American dream now because it gives them a false sense of what the American dream is.
Do you think your American dream is achievable now?
As of right now, no, because I'm still in high school. I mean, it might be when I'm older, I get out of college, get a good husband, and like settle down.
I just think people need to realize that, like, no matter what your background is, no matter where you come from, you can achieve the American dream, and like, don't make excuses and don't let anything stop you from actually getting where you want to be and from actually being happy.